system, and you're about to learn the 5 shortcuts to shake your moneymaker.
And we're going to have a lot of fun, so I want you to follow along in this video, or we want you to follow along in this video, and we're going to give you these shortcuts for you to use and apply in your life, else they are completely useless. And you'll get nothing, and it'll be worthless and a waste of your time.
That's a guarantee.
And that's a guarantee. So these shortcut secrets you can use in your business, you can use them in your personal relationship, wherever they are. We use it for everything we do with every client we have, and we're giving them to you so that you use them and have some fun with them.
Yeah, and really, like we said in the very first video, is shaking your moneymaker is about your quality of life. So you apply this stuff. Yes, it's going to help you make more money. Yes, it's going to help you, feel more fulfilled, and it's really going to make a difference in how you feel. I mean, so many aspects of your life so that you can have a better quality of life.
And these are going to be simple steps for you to apply so you can get the results you're looking for. So the first of the 5 shortcut secrets then is for you to be specific.
So this is a simple thing that's huge that will make a big difference. If you're specific about what you specifically want in your life in a specific area, then you are much more likely to get it, and you got to write this stuff down.
And be careful what you wish for. When Robyn and I first started dating, I saw her vision board on her wall with all the things that she was looking for, and when we first started dating and she found out I had a daughter, she didn't really want a guy that already had a family or already had a daughter. But on her vision board was a picture of a couple walking on a beach holding the hand of a little girl, and I brought a little girl, and it ended up being the best gift to your life ever.
Of course.
Except for this.
Yeah, except for you. But it is the best gift, and it's just so funny. I guess you think you know what you want. Sometimes you get what you really need, but it was the best thing. And it's funny because if I do have that, maybe we'll put it up here, but a picture of us walking along, or people walking along the beach, and we just got married and have
We'll put a picture of us on the beach walking, because that's how life is now, with our daughter.
So it's pretty accurate. So write down what you want and think of it as if you could wave a magic wand. What would it look like? Because just like I put that picture on there, you probably will get it.
And we've got a really cool exercise we'll give you towards the end of this video that you can actually do to have some fun with this and really figure out what it is that you want. And so let's go on to number 2. As you're thinking about all the things you want, and most times when people ask that, like, what do you want? We start focusing on all the things you don't want. So the next shortcut secret here is to do nothing. And what you want to do is start making a list of all the things that you don't want to do anymore. Because the only way you're going to get more time is to do less. So why don't you do less of the stuff you don't want to do?
Yeah, and I think there's probably, I don't know if you're anything like me, you might be an overachiever, so do nothing might sound like a really weird step.
Did you just call yourself an overachiever?
No. I used to be, but now I get to do very little and make more money. It's great. But you kind of got to be in action. I don't know if any of you are like that. But what's great about doing nothing is that you still get to do all the things that you really love. I mean, I know I love coaching. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to really be able to talk on the phone or meet face to face and change people's lives.
She likes that. She does not like to clean.
And that doesn't even feel like it counts as work or anything. But I don't like to clean.
She does not like to organize.
I don't love to organize. So those are the things the do nothing part that I love, because we can outsource those things.
Right. So do nothing has two parts to it. The first is when you make this list of all the things you don't want to do, think of it of all the things that you still need to manage. It's not like you can't ever clean or whatever, but you want to pick those things that you can have someone else do, your dirty do list, and delegate those to someone else so that you can have more time, and you get somebody else to do that for you.
Right, and the better you are at delegating and delegating the right person, I mean, if you're a business owner and you have people on your team, I mean, the more you can delegate, and you can also empower those people and give them, the opportunity to shine, and it's such a great way to grow your team.
Instead of micromanage and try to do it all yourself, and then you're running around like a chicken with your head cut off. So delegation is one of the keys to your riches and to set you free. I ended up making this list one time, and years ago I decided I didn't want to cook. I didn't want to clean. I didn't want to do my yard work. I didn't want to make my bed. I didn't want to do a whole bunch of stuff. And so I made this list, and I slowly, and it actually didn't take that long, I figured out a way to get creative and to get other people to do it for me. Whether someone paid...
And it wasn't a wife, because the wife that he ended up getting sure doesn't like to do
doesn't
any
do
of
that
that
stuff. But you can get creative and trade to get somebody to do things. So let's get on to the second part of do nothing, because it has to do with getting people on your team and leveraging the power of other people to help you do stuff. Not just the stuff you don't want, but the vision for this perfect life or this perfect goal that you have. Tell somebody about it and elicit and get somebody on your team so they can do stuff so you don't have to. They can move you forward.
Yeah, I know. I do some money parenting talks where I teach people how to raise financially responsible kids. And I was in California speaking, and afterwards I started talking to a woman named Mara, who's fantastic, and she really liked what I was teaching, and I could tell that she was the type of person that just gets the job done. And so I started to leverage out some of my booking to her, and now it's a win-win, because she makes some extra money. She already has these connections. She makes a phone call, sends some emails, and it's just a really nice win-win, and I can leverage that stuff out to her.
Which is one of our goals, to do nothing and book talks.
You really just want to put it out there, and you start talking about it, and you start, envisioning and imagining what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want. The things just start to fall into place. So step number 3?
Step number 3 is this is be who you gotta be, or be, do, have. And the have part here means you gotta do something. You're gonna have to shake your butt. It's not like you can do nothing and get what you want.
Yeah, obviously you gotta do something. That wouldn't be one of our shortcuts.
But here's the key. If you have a map, like if somebody says, this is the path to grandma's house, follow it explicitly, turn right here, left there, or you get a mentor.
Watch out for the big bad wolf.
Watch out for the big bad wolf. You can have a mentor. So the idea of a map is a proven massive action plan. I got that from Tony Robbins, that you have a massive action plan. Don't just do one little thing, and why try to figure it out on your own? Why not mentor, or find a mentor, or model what already works and model a massive action plan?
Yeah, I can definitely tell you that is, if there was one thing in my life that completely shifted, that helped me to surpass that 6-figure mark, it is having a mentor. Having someone that has already done it and has that map, has the steps, has the road, knows how to get there for me to follow. And
if you have the right mentor and they have the right path and they've created that result in the past, it's kind of like you can even be blind to what's next, and if you don't have to know what's next, because your mentor can tell you one step in front of the other, go one step, you're still safe, and they can take you down the path even if you can't see it and all you can see is just your toes. They already know what the path is ahead. So this is totally key in helping you get anything you want. If you want to lose weight or have a better relationship, that's going to help you massively.
Find someone who's already done it.
We're going to show you exactly how you can use this very easily in the next couple of videos. Let's go on to shortcut number 4.
Cool.
This step is about being accountable.
But if you're not held accountable, you guys know, like how many times you say you're going to do something and then you procrastinate it.
Yeah.
How many times you're like, okay, this is really, really important, and you even commit to it and it doesn't get done.
So they're an accountability partner, and it can be your mom, it can be your friend.
Probably you don't want it to be your mom.
I don't know that you want it to be your mom. But have somebody holding you accountable with potentially a consequence. They know specifically what it is you're going to do by a specific time, and they're going to do, maybe you have to run naked through the woods, or you have to...
That wouldn't be that big of a consequence for you. You're
so
like,
pick something you really don't want to do. Maybe write a check to a charity that you don't like, or a cause that you don't want, and make that the consequence. And if you don't do X, whatever X or ABC are, by X date, that your accountability partner mails the check. Yeah, that you already wrote it, and it gets sent if you don't do what you said you would do.
The consequence is huge. If you say, hey, Joe, Schmo, whatever, hold me accountable to this, and you might have enough rapport with that person who's supposed to hold you accountable that you can just, blow it off. If you have a consequence and you're really committed to follow through with that consequence, it makes all the difference.
So the last of the 5 shortcuts here is to be grateful for where you are in this process, wherever it is in your life and in regards to the goal that you have.
Yeah, I mean, being grateful in general is going to help move you forward. Also, if you stack gratitude, if you think of everything you're grateful for in your life, it's very difficult to be stressed. You can't be totally grateful and in gratitude and be stressed and frustrated. So if you can get in that place and be grateful of who you are, of where you are, and where you're going to be, then you're also less stressed and frustrated.
And that's regardless of how hard or horrible or yucky the circumstances are, is if you can find the gift in that breakup or that loss of the business, that loss, that potential foreclosure or bankruptcy. I've been through all of those, and the sooner you can find the gift and what's great in that, the sooner you can find someone that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, or that next business vehicle or venture that will help you. So are we ready for homework?
Sure.
Okay.
So what you're going to do, actually we got this from a phenomenal guy who's, I mean, he has so much success in his life, but what's more important than the financial success or all the stuff that he has is his feelings, his fulfillment. And he was actually making a lot of money when he finally reached his specific goals.
His specific financial
goals, and he was like, this sucks, you know, and he used those words, I'm sure.
It was more than suck. When he shared this, we're going to give you the same homework that he gave us, by the way. When he shared this story with us, he said that he was miserable, even though he had met this really lofty financial goal. His biggest problem at the time financially was what mansion to buy or what sports car he would drive around, and he found himself miserable because he wasn't specific enough about what he wanted in his life. So your homework, and this is actually going to lead into our video tomorrow about how you can identify the specific goals in your life so that you can go ahead and achieve those goals. And your homework assignment is to develop what's called the perfect day. And we've done this exercise many times, and it gives the person who does it, that's you in this case, massive clarity about what you want. And you'll see that the questions in here, and we'll give you those questions about how you can create the perfect day, it's from what you do in the morning when you wake up all the way through in a lot of detail about what you do during the day on this average perfect day in your life.
And what we found right from the beginning is that once you know what that perfect day looks like, and I talked about coaching and how much I love it. I mean, in my perfect day, I'm coaching my awesome clients whom I love to speak with, and you know, and like we said, you take out what you don't want to do, so that's not in your perfect day, and you can put that on the side. But what happens?
So she doesn't clean.
I'm not cleaning on my perfect day. But what happens is when you start to visualize it, like what you're going to do and what that perfect day would look like, you actually start to make the shifts like very quickly. One of the things I put on there is that I have a lot of fun exercising, working out, and I started to do Zumba. That week I started to do Zumba more, and I'm like dancing, rocking out, and doing these really weird moves that...
No, it's
like,
beautiful, it's sexy, it's amazing.
It's very...
That's what I have.
Very
That's my job.
Sometimes
That's
there's
my
certain
job.
things I just can't do. But needless to say, because I knew what I wanted, I started to create it.
So on your perfect day, we're going to give you the instructions on how to create it. Make sure you write it down and have that prepared, because when we share this video with you tomorrow, we want to use some of that stuff. It's a lot of fun. I did a lot of it in my head, and then I committed it to paper later. Like I'd go exercise or run and think about
You do need to write it down.
this, but write it down, and we'll see you for day 2 of your 5 video series.
And we'll tell you who this guy was that had the most phenomenal results and what his results were tomorrow.
Oh, we'll see you tomorrow, and we always say make more so that you can give more.
Give more to your family, give more to yourself, give more to charities, give more in life, and you have a better quality of life. So make more so you can give more.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Here's my chance every day to buckle down and life I want, and the fate of my fortune so I can make it great. Step by step, I'm on my way. I'll do the work now, no delay. I'm closer to the perfect day. It's the life I wanna live.